Now, consumers want mobile access to the kind of information we used to all carry around on little cards. Today, we meet Aerogami. They're making that happen for clients and helping them reach new customers. Welcome to another edition of the Angel Nest, where real angel investors and entrepreneurs partner to build great new companies. I'm David Hemingway. I'm a 5-time founder and now an active angel investor, and my mission here is to help great companies find the investors that will help them succeed. We don't make or recommend investments at the Angel Nest, and this program is for informational purposes only. Today, we're speaking with Bradley Adams. He's the co-founder of Aerogami, whose Digidoc platform is helping traditional insurance companies go mobile, which of course they all need to do to access younger consumers who use their phones for absolutely everything. The Aerogami platform allows companies to translate their material to digital files without coding. That saves clients time and money. Aerogami digitizes the information you used to get in the mail and file away, like insurance policies and contact info, and it puts it all front and center on your home screen for when you need it. We'll talk with Bradley, and we'll get his customer's perspective when we speak with Ariel Wiley from On Call International. They're using Aerogami to serve their clients at colleges and universities around the world. Bradley and Ariel, thank you for joining us on the Angel Nest.
Great to be here, David. Thanks for having us.
Bradley, it isn't enough for companies to go digital. They really have to be mobile now, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, David. I think the idea of mobile strategy for a lot of these organizations has been around for the better part of a decade. But there's kind of a momentum we need to go and push forward beyond just going mobile. And that's to also go simple. And one of the things we've really seen through our research and development of Digidoc is today consumers are overwhelmed with multiple channels that are presented to them to access information that organizations and companies use to get them more engaged. And unfortunately, when there's too many choices, sometimes no choice is the best answer. And that's where we feel a lot of the companies come to Aerogami and the Digidoc platform to help solve that issue. Because ultimately with our platform, what we're doing is we're creating one mobile digital channel that a consumer can access in a simplified fashion through a scan of a QR code, and ultimately get access and an introduction to the rest of the channels that these companies are putting together to continue to service that customer through their journey. So yes, absolutely. Companies need to go mobile, digital, but also simple if they're going to win the customer's trust in this next generation.
Tell us how Digidoc works.
Yeah, so it's quite simple. So we use a no-code approach for our partners to develop a Digidoc. As Ariel has experienced and become quite a wizard at, even surprising to our team here, it's very simple. Once an account is opened, we give them an online portal that they can log into. And the only thing they need to make a Digidoc work is a PDF document. So whether they design that document in Adobe InDesign or Canva or whatever the customer is most comfortable with, they can just download that document as a PDF, upload it into our system, and a Digidoc is created. And so we're essentially giving any PDF document all the great features of a powerful mobile tool. And of course, whether they want to hyperlink in the click to call buttons, whether it's online portals that they're also sending, all that information can be embedded right within the PDF directly and uploaded right into our system.
Ariel, you serve college students, which seems like the perfect use case for why everyone will have to go mobile. How would you snail mail insurance coverage info to students who are living in college dorms?
Not only are we doing insurance, but we also do 24-hour assistance. And the reason I mention that is it makes it doubly, triply important as to why people need accessibility in plan information, contact information. They need to have it with them when they travel because that is our focus market. It's not only college students, but college students when they're traveling abroad. So we do 24-hour assistance. We need them to be able to contact us. So as part of our service delivery plan, and that means when we're delivering plan information to our clients, little paper cards, they went out of business a while ago. So we've been using Aerogami's technology as part of our service delivery for about 4 years, but we recently introduced the Digidoc platform. And historically, what we've been using Aerogami for is just to make sure that people had access to our contact information. With the Digidoc platform, we've now been able to expand that. So we're actually using them as a single source to provide pre-departure information, orientation videos. We're linking to our global risk intelligence site. So it's not only a place for them to find plan information online, it's a place where they can actually reach us. That's their contact point for on-call, because we could embed click to dial phone numbers, links to our live chat, 24-hour live chat center. So it's really just created this very efficient resource for us.
So I can see where it's definitely useful to the end user. How about your clients, the folks that you're selling to?
From the client's perspective, so who we sell to, they love it because we're giving them a link that they can embed in an email. They can put it in their website. They can put a QR code sign in their study abroad office to have people scan it. And we can change the plan documents. We can update the information on-call side without the client having to do anything. So they don't have to submit an IT ticket to swap out documents for their website. We're just doing it for them. And then from the end user's perspective, which would be the student travelers, they don't want another app on their phones. They don't want to have to register for something just to access information. So we've gotten a very high adoption rate in comparison to past technologies that we've used. So it is proven to us that it is a tool that people want to use, and that is because it is so simple.
One of the hardest things for a startup to do is to get a client like you as a partner. You know, someone who's willing to try something new and take on a young partner. How did Aerogami give you the confidence to do that?
We trust them as a partner because they have always been very collaborative with us. We have met them so many times over the years. They come to our office and sit down with us for a few hours. We talk to them about our market. They listen. They develop new products based on feedback from us. So we're super comfortable with them as a partner. That's why I'm here today. I absolutely want to support them. So just to tie it all together, their innovation and their bright minds, they really have made our account management easier. They have made awareness of the on-call program more accessible for our clients and travelers, and they create efficiencies for the people that purchase our products. So we're always excited to see what they come up with next, but with Digidoc, we absolutely love it. We hope it lasts forever, and I can't actually think of anything that might work better. So we are a big fan.
That's an amazing endorsement. Were you also able to save money?
Yeah, David, I'm glad that you brought that up, because one of the things I didn't mention was that with our transition to Digidoc, we actually reduced a lot of our operational costs to develop sites specifically for our customers. Each of our clients have unique plan documents. Each of our clients have unique phone numbers. So every single client that we onboard has a unique set of information. So we were building every single client their own portal. And that takes hours and hours of development time. So now we just use Digidoc. Regarding plan information, we had to deliver them via PDF documents to the client. The client then needs to distribute them to everyone via whatever channels they might have. And that's a really difficult thing to do. It's very difficult to get students to be compliant, to follow processes, and to follow all of the pre-departure items that clients really want them to do. So it was very labor intensive before, and now it's very simple.
Bradley, I know you've done some work in healthcare. Tell us about that.
Yes, David, I'm glad you brought that up. So one of our other clients, the UAW Trust, utilizes our technology for to solve a similar challenge to the one Ariel described with their students, except with a very different population. The population that they manage are strictly retirees, which is traditionally a pretty tech resistance crowd, if you ask any technologist. But one of the reasons why we've been able to have success with them as well is that, to Ariel's point, the simplicity of our technology and the simplicity for the user interface portion of it. Because whether it's a senior citizen who might have their first smartphone and hold on to that first smartphone for years, or it's a college student who is a little less patient with things that don't work well, they're able to simply scan that QR code, have a very natural flow of getting that information into their device, without having to bring on or download new technologies. And the results of that were very surprising to the UAW and ourselves, because they were able to get about a 37% adoption out of their total membership within the first year of our service going live. And of course, this is the group that everyone thought would never pick up a digital resource. So to see that kind of engagement on 2 mailed flyers throughout the course of a year was tremendous, and led to kind of the further progression of our relationship with them, because then it became a question of, well, if they were so responsive to this technology, what else can we use to provide additional information to our membership through some of these channels? And that ultimately led them to now integrating the Digidoc platform into some of the other aspects of their membership. So another great example to show that what we're really emphasizing with Digidoc isn't just a very niche application of where we can help bring information from one organization to one audience. What we're really developing here is a channel where organizations can continue to support their clients in a straightforward and simplified fashion, and continue to provide that information that they need to keep that customer relationship well and alive.
Bradley Adams and Ariel Wiley, thanks for joining us and explaining to us how Aerogami is changing the way companies digitize their customer documents. You can learn more, as well as get contact information for Bradley at our website, theangelnest.com. And now for the disclaimer that we don't make or recommend investments at the Angel Nest, and this program is for informational purposes only. We do not verify and cannot be held responsible for claims made by our guests or sponsors. You should always do your own homework before investing in any business, especially in private ventures. I'm David Hemingway. We produce the Angel Nest with help from David Newhoff. Thanks for listening, and here's hoping my fellow angels and the founders they support find their next great venture. So long until next time.